Hello, I am coming to you looking a little bit like the edgier version of Sabrina's and don't really hate it, honestly. I think we're just gonna go with it. So anyway, I am still very much into my Queen of Air and Darkness feels. I'm just real overwhelmed, so I thought this was a good moment to do the TMI versus TID versus TDA book tag. So basically, if you don't know anything about Cassie Clare's Shadowhunters series, I think this is a good time for you to leave. It's nice of you to come by, please to come back later, but this is a Cassie Clare stan video, so here we are. I feel like this is partly to entertain everyone watching and also partly for me to analyze my own feelings, because I have very different experiences and like kinds of love for each of these series, so it'll be very interesting, alas. So if you're here, I'm gonna assume you know what I'm talking about, so there's no need to like give you the spiel of the series and all that. So let's just jump right in. The first question is, who is the best main character, protagonist, whatever? I'm gonna just like knock this one out of the park first. Clary is not my choice, but she does not deserve the kind of hate that she gets. I'm pretty sure when I first read the series, I also thought she was a little bit annoying and whiny, but you know what? She's been through a lot. She was a child. She tried her best. She saved the world, okay? My homegirl does not deserve all the hate. Alas, also a very big part of me wants to say Emma, just because I thought it was really great to get like a protagonist that knows about the world, she's already a badass, and like all that. But my heart wants me to say Tessa, partly because I think she's kind of the most close to my heart and close to me, even though she hates chocolate, so I don't understand that at all. One of my best friends hates her, but like I really love Tessa very much. I don't have like reasons why I like her better than the other two. I just do. Two is, who was the best? Herondale. Let me just flaunt my Herondale ring as I say that. Oh my god, I'm so random. And that's Jace, Will, or spoiler from the Dark Artifices. And you know what? Again, Jace is like, he gets so much more hate than he should, because he's like a survivor of abuse. He's been through so much. Have you not heard the story about the stupid bird enough? He like, his own father figure kind of betrayed him. He's been through a lot, man. And like, homeboy is still great despite it all. But like, I like the Herondale from the Dark Artifices and whatever. I'm sure we're gonna see more of him. I mean, yeah, we will see more of him in the Wicked Powers, and I'm sure he'll be great. But I love Will Herondale with my whole heart and soul. He's like my ultimate book boyfriend. I'm so excited to see him in The Last Hours. It's gonna be so good. I love him. When I first read Clockwork Angel, I thought Will was an absolute dickhead. And that's it. That's the whole story. And then it just didn't. I love Will Herondale very much. So that is that. Question number 3 is, what is the best love triangle? Number 1, Clary, Jace, and Simon. Number 2, Will, Jem, and Tessa. And number 3, Mark, Julian, and Emma. And I was like, I don't know how this is even a question. Like, Mark, Julian, and Emma never felt like it was a real triangle. Like, no, you always kind of knew, right? Simon, Clary, and Jace just was so random. It did not work. Not a fan. But Hair and Greystairs, I stan. I love. It works the best because they all love one another. And honestly, had Cassie like had the balls she does now, she would probably have made it into like a proper trio of love, and it would have been beautiful, and I love it very much. And I just, I cannot believe how much they all love one another, and Hair and Greystairs is the ultimate OTP. I love them. Number 4 is, who is the best villain? Sebastian Morgenstern, the Magister, or Annabelle Blackthorn? And okay, so I'm gonna knock the worst one out of the park first. The Magister is just kind of like there. Like, I appreciate some of his reasoning and I can understand it, but also it's just kind of there. It's just kind of blah. And then I think this one might be hard for me to decide. So Sebastian, he's one of my ultimate favorite villains, just because I think it's so interesting to have him be like bad. Like there is literally no way he ever could have been good because of the path his life took, and it's just so interesting as a concept to explore, and that makes him so unique and fascinating. And it's like, you can't even root for him because you know there's no hope, which is so ooh. And then honestly, Annabelle, homegirl was betrayed by her family, she was betrayed by her people, her fuckboy lover person just like could not let her drop dead, and then she's brought back to life, and all these children want to be loud around her, and then they're like, let's get you into a political debate, and she's like, fuck off, I just want to be dead and not deal with any of you, which I can respect, honestly. But I think I'm still gonna have to give this one to Sebastian. Number 5 is which is the better threat. At first this was Army, but like with the dark artifices, had to change it a little bit apparently. And first off, we have the Dark Army that Sebastian creates. Second off, we have the Clockwork Army, and then we have the Parabatai Curse. Okay, let's just knock the worst one out first again. So Clockwork Army, not that interesting. They're just like fucking robots. Find an off button. I don't know. It's just like meh. The Dark Army, I think it's super interesting because it's like people they knew. Like when Amadis changes, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then Julian's dad, and it's all like, oh, they were like good people. They were good people. I know they're not, and it's so urgent and like, oh, it hurts you, it gets you. But I think I'm gonna have to go with the Parabatai Curse, because not only is it like real freaking world-changing powerful, as we mostly see or get hints at or whatever in Queen of Air and Darkness, but it's like, if that's wrong, there's a whole like most basic, most important part of Shadowhunter culture that's like not good, and it's because it's so powerful, it's so threatening, and it pains me. It fascinates me, and I think we're gonna see way more of that in the Wicked Powers, hopefully one day. But like, oh, I'm so dying to know more, and it terrifies me in the best kind of way. So that one's the point. Question number 6 is better first book. So City of Bones, Clockwork Angel, or Lady Midnight. And you know what? Everyone gets a point. You get a point, and you get a point, and you get a point. Everyone gets points. It's perfect. And that's simply because they're all very special because of different reasons. So City of Bones, it's the first book in the series, and I don't think any of us could have guessed where we would all end up after reading this as Shadowhunter Trush for like the rest of our lives. Basically, honestly, I'm gonna be on my deathbed and buying the 100th year edition of Clockwork Angel. I don't know. It's a lifetime commitment, so that's very special. It's the beginning of an era. Lady Midnight is objectively Cassie's most promising and well-crafted first book in a series, and it's just so ambitious, and there's this like complex cast of characters that she's working with, turning some tropes she used in the first books on their heads, and it's so smart and it's so intriguing, and it goes against what she's done before, kind of, and it's so good. So everyone gets a point. And then Clockwork Angel is just my favorite, and it just speaks to my soul on all the levels. So yeah. And then we have favorite female supporting lead, and that's Isabel Lightwood, Cecily Herondale, or Christina Rosales. And you know what? Everyone gets a point again, just because I can. But what I will say, though, is that I don't think Cecily is in the series enough to be the representative. I think Sophie is a great secondary female character in the Infernal Devices, and also Miss Charlotte Brenwell did not end all the misogynistic Shadowhunters for you to pay her to dust, okay? So if I were to choose, I would probably say that Charlotte is the one and only that deserves the point, but because Charlotte is a feminist icon, she would want me to get all the beautiful ladies the points. So there we are. Next question is, what's the better setting? LA, New York, or London? And you know what? I love London, so I'm gonna give it to the Infernal Devices again. And it's partly because ever since I first visited Blackfriars Bridge, just for the Jessa feels, it's become one of the places I most associate with London, and I always tend to go back there just to like pay my respects, I guess, in a way. And it feels like, I don't know, it has a lot of meaning to me, so I'm gonna go with London. Question number 9 is better last book. I think City of Heavenly Fire is out just because I don't have that big of an attachment to it, to be honest. It's a good book, but it's not my favorite. And then that is hard to decide. So, Queen of Air and Darkness. Again, Cassie's writing just keeps getting better and better and better and better, and this is probably her best of yet in terms of craft, but I am TID trash, so I'm giving it to Clockwork Princess because I can and no one can fight me. And then we have the best epilogue, and you know what? I know you would expect me to say Clockwork Princess, so I won't. I don't even remember the epilogue, City of Heavenly Fire, to be honest. I don't think. Fight me, just old and tired. But I love the epilogue of Queen of Air and Darkness because it sets the scene for whatever is next to come, and I'm terrified and I'm excited and I need the wicked powers in my life ASAP. So to round up the points, last place we have The Mortal Instruments with 3 points. Second place we have The Dark Artifices with 4 points, and then first place we have The Infernal Devices with 6 points. That's great. Honestly, it's not that big of a difference. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I was terrified at first. I was like, oh my god, is this gonna be me gushing about the Infernal Devices the whole time? But I think you get the sense of what I like best of Cassie's work, and I'm very excited for everything else that's to come. So if you've done this, please do share it down below, because I love seeing people gush about this series. I am trash. I have no regrets. And if you haven't, just answer any of the questions down below, because I am very curious. Thanks so much for watching it. I'll see you later. Bye.